special edition is on South Africa, highlighting the tourism champions who burn the midnight oil with their passion for South Africa. South Africa is a kaleidoscope of unique, iconic, hidden gems intertwined with world-renowned top 10 attractions, namely the Kruger National Park, Table Mountain, Robben Island, Cape Winelands, the Drakensberg, Isimangaliso Wetlands Park, the Durban Golden Mile, Blade River Canyon, Vilakazi Street, which is home to 3 Nobel Peace Prize winners, namely Nelson Mandela, Desmond Tutu, and Albert Luthuli. South Africa also is the foremost suppliers of gold and diamonds to the world. Or you can choose to sip wine at a famous wine farm, or consider the birthplace of world democracy and follow the footprints of legends like Mandela and Gandhi to victorious freedom. We offer a diversity of cultures, delectable cuisine like biltong, boerewors, malva pudding, chakalaka, braai and bunny chow. And our unique, captivating attractions are also on the menu. As a country, South Africa continues to inspire ourselves and the world with unique, new, better ways of overcoming challenges. Innovation inspires new ways to discover the roots of life, best describing the natural character, values and fabric of the people. Tourism is everyone's business in South Africa. I have the pleasure of having vibrant, exciting young tourism champion from the garden route, Mari-Lize Warrington from the Cango Wildlife Ranch. So good to have you on our show. Do a special welcome indeed to you.
Thank you so much for having us. So excited to be meeting up with you. Excited to be answering all your questions. It's an honor.
Mari-Lize, you come from a unique part of the world, the Oudtshoorn capital of South Africa. Can you tell us a little bit more about the Cango Wildlife Ranch? And especially, you have won some incredible awards and you have exclusive memberships. So can you elaborate a little bit on those areas?
Yes, definitely. So firstly, let's start with our area. Like you say, it's a very special area, very unique. We call it the sunshine capital of the world. If others agree with us, we don't really care because it's true. We are famous for our fantastic weather here. Other than that, we've got landmarks like the Swartberg mountain ranges. We are very famous for the ostrich industry, which is actually what put Oudtshoorn on the map in the first place. And then obviously our tourism sector is, there are a few places that actually match up to the quality of tourist experiences that you can actually have here in our region. We form part of the garden route, but we definitely have a voice of our own as well, because like you say, geographically we are a little bit different than the others. When it comes to Cango Wildlife Ranch itself, our company has been around for many years. At this stage with the current owners, 34 years. Before that, I think it was 10 years before that as well. So a very established business within the sector. Current owners are Mr. and Mrs. Erickson, very passionate about conservation, very passionate about customer service levels. So you'll see that across every aspect of what we do. You were referring to awards and prizes and the likes, and they all are within those regions. They all are within customer service and conservation excellence and animal care excellence. Just to name a few, obviously we've always been TripAdvisor Service Excellence Awards. We had them for 9 to 10 years in a row. We also won a Sanlam Entrepreneurship Award about 3 years ago. That's more regarding the operating of the business and how we've grown from where we were to where we are now. And then on the animal care side of things, we won. One of our directors who works specifically with the animals won the Bernard Harrison Award from PASA, which is a very, very highly regarded award when it comes to animal care and the work that goes into making our animals as happy and as healthy as they are. So we've been busy. We always try to measure ourselves on an international level, which is also why we are members of WAZA, which is more popularly known as the World Association of Zoos and Aquaria. And we are so delighted to have just 3 weeks ago received a letter of excellence from them. And that is actually a very rare thing. They don't just go around handing out these very prestige and amazing letters. And they wrote in their letter, we also put it up on our website, how highly regarded we are as a facility when it comes to conservation on a global scale, and the way that we conduct what we do and how we do it. So that was really one of our highlights as to things that we've won, or if you could say it like that. That's one of our highest badges of honor, if you could say it that way. Has been this letter that they sent us just recently, and within the pandemic that we're in, it's even better, because you need the good news in times like these.
Absolutely. That is indeed the cherry on the top, because your organization that you belong to, WAZA, that is only by invitation. So that indicates exactly what a high standard of service and experience and protection to the animals that you all are presenting at Cango Wildlife Ranch.
Absolutely.
All right, Mari-Lize, can we talk about what kind of survival plans do you have currently in place so that you are able to be prepared for the influx of people post-COVID?
Yes, so our first survival plan is, number one, adapt or die. So we've had to do a mental shift to make sure that we understand this. Times have changed, and we have to change with it. So firstly, we're just to survive. Our first priority is to fundraise. So at this stage, everything we're doing is just to raise funds to make the facility operate as we would normally do. When the tourists arrive, we want to be in the swing of things. So we are currently operating as a restaurant. This is just a lifeline for us to make sure that, like you say, that we survive this. Other than that, we are obviously always busy on our social media. At this stage, it's the only voice a business has in times like these. So we're very vocal, we're very busy. You'll see us doing lots of activities, fun, serious. We range them up from animals to staff. We just had the Zoolympics last week, which was so much fun. It's great for morale for our staff. It's great for visitors to see that even though things are really serious, we don't take ourselves too seriously. It's important to laugh amongst everything that is going on as well. At this stage, if I should say survival plan, number one is adapt or die. So we're trying to put in place new things, new plans, new ways of doing things. Then it's fundraising, which is what we're operating as at the moment. Everything we're doing now is just fundraising. Obviously, there's not a lot of profit to be had with, or not even profit, no excess to be had with the numbers that are at the moment visiting and can visit us. We're still waiting for the international markets to open. Finally, it's just to obviously adapt to new protocols that one needs to have in place to be able to operate safely. So operating safety right now is also part of survival. If you can't do that, then you're not going to make it.
True. Can you elaborate on your safety and security protocols that you're putting into place for your clients to have peace of mind?
We're in the animal care industry, which means we've got protocols and standards of operations down to the T. We've done nothing different when it comes to our protocols regarding safety for our visitors, our staff, and also our animals, obviously, are also something that we need to always keep in mind. Firstly, we've put up a screening station. It's a sanitization station, screening station, and then also a sign-up station when visitors do arrive. So we screen them. Firstly, they have to sanitize. Then we screen them to check if they've got any of the symptoms as declared by the government. And then we also scan them to double check that they don't have a fever. And once they've ticked all those boxes, if I could say it that way, they then can presume to enter the premises. Once they are inside, we do have sanitation stations all over the premises. Our staff regularly encourage visitors, staff, they're just as important to keep safe, to continuously sanitize, to wash hands at all times, to social distance. That's also something that is a must when visiting us, and then masks. Anyone who does want to enter the premises must wear a mask. I only took mine off, I promise, for this interview. Otherwise, we are all working with our masks on.
And I totally understand, because the same applies with me. It's you're very well prepared to for the safety and security of all your future clients, and that is a very important aspect. Now, tell me, Mari-Lize, what strategies are you using to bring back your groups? And especially, I know Cango Wildlife Ranch has plenty of groups that come and visit. So post-COVID, what kind of strategies are you putting into place now?
Well, the thing is, luckily, we've been here on the premises throughout lockdown. So we've actually managed to keep our relationship strong. The game of tourism is very much relationship based when it comes to especially working with groups. We really, really value our relationships with our operators who do bring in groups and the mice groups. So we've been nurturing as much as we can. And post-COVID, it comes down to marketing to the right people. So we've tried to strategize who exactly they will be so that we could get our voice out there, so that when they're looking for something to do, places to visit, then that will be the ones that pop up during that search. But I think mostly our first strategy is to nurture our relationships. It's very important to look after the people who've been looking after us all this time. And obviously groups tend to book that way as well. So it's very, very important to make sure that we're on good standing in that regard. And then our marketing is built around making sure that we appeal to groups, which is obviously why we are operating as safely as we can. They won't visit us in the first place if we're not operating 100% safely.
Well, you definitely are very prepared, Mari-Lize, for the influx. What type of travelers do you think are going to be coming in post-COVID?
Well, we always keep our ears on the ground. So what we've experienced globally is families, because we are part of an industry, like we're members of WASA. So we do touch base with our sister companies across the globe, and they've also let us know that families want to get out to specifically attraction-based facilities like ours are. Families want to get out. They want to be outdoors. They want space. They want safety. So that's the type of people that we're expecting. And then on an international level, we're putting our money on that millennials will be the first to travel, just because they are not as much in the danger zone, if you could say it like that, when it comes to in being strong on an immune in an immune way. I don't even think I'm saying that the right way. So we're thinking that our millennials will probably be out of their houses first, and then the rest will follow as soon as they see that they can travel safely and that the threat is limited once you've pinned down safe places to visit, to do take safety very importantly.
We have a lot of hope on millennials. The younger people are very, very, how can I say, they're not afraid. They're ready for the world and they will come, definitely. In closing, Mari-Lize, what is your message to the industry, to tourism partners and stakeholders?
I think if we have to choose a message, it would be we're all in this together. That's something that none of us could have hidden from. So we've got that on our side for the rest of our lives. We've all been through this. We've all suffered together, and the time will come when we will all prosper together as well. So now more than ever, we need to band together. We need to be a strong voice, and we need to actually be a unanimous voice for South Africa, and then so forth the rest of the world, or the provinces that we do represent respectively. So yeah, that would be my message. We're in this together, from the suffering to the prospering. We're gonna get there. We just need to stay strong.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, that speaks directly to your tagline, which is conserve, care and connect. And I have been focusing totally on those aspects.
Absolutely.
And with your security protocols, definitely Cango Wildlife Ranch is going to be one of the products that post-COVID people are going to want to come and explore and enjoy.
We need them.
And I'm sure they're going to meet you, Mari-Lize. Now, I must thank you so much for sharing your wise words, for just sharing your time with us at the Dope News. And we look forward to visiting you and probably profiling you in a different light. So thank you very much. This is Bunny Bhoola from the Dope News on our series African Voices on the Roadmap to Growth. Thanking Mari-Lize from the Cango Wildlife Ranch for spending her valuable time with us this morning, and wishing you everything of the best in your conserve, care and connect networks.
Thank you so much for having us. We are so excited to welcome the world back. So if you are in Oudtshoorn, please don't miss us. We are open as a restaurant already.
Absolutely, and I know your burgers are to die for. So I'm coming as soon as inter-provincial travel opens up. I will be there visiting you guys.
We'll be looking out for you.
Thank you, Mari-Lize. Thank you. Look forward to you subscribing and liking all our future episodes. Bye.